It is a real bummer knowing that most of us will never be able to dine on these over-the-top expensive meals, but one can dream of how our taste buds would dance to these intensely prepared dishes. Let's go on a trip down food royalty lane, shall we? Here are the top 7 most expensive foods in the world. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So, let's begin. Number 7. White truffle and gold pizza. Starting off with pizza, because let's face it, if there's a food that tastes really good like pizza, you can't expect someone not to make some crazy expensive version of one, right? How does $2,420 sound for a pizza? This pizza is sold at the Margot's Pizzeria in Malta, so if you fancy this dish, prepare to travel to Malta to enjoy. And there's certainly much to enjoy about this pizza, given it consists of a thin crust base, buffalo mozzarella, white truffles, and is sprinkled with 24-karat edible gold leaves. You heard right, this isn't exactly your traditional pizza. I mean, there's no tomato sauce, because it clashes with the truffles, of course. Number 6. The Flurburger 5000. Just by its name, you can tell it cost $5,000. Served exclusively by Fleur in Las Vegas, this is the most expensive burger in the world. This mouth-watering dish features Wagyu beef, known as a super beef, and it's so tender it actually melts in your mouth, and topped with foie gras and black truffles, which are $1,500 per pound. This stew of luxury is served on a freshly baked brioche truffle bun and comes with crispy fingerling fries in a black lava salt. Perhaps the most expensive ingredient in this dish, though, isn't something you eat, but rather what you drink. Because to top it all off, your Flurburger is served with a, get this, $2,500 1995 Chateau Peru from Bordeaux, one of the most prized wines out there. And the wine comes in an Eichendorff Brunello glass, exclusively imported from Italy, which are $75 a pair. You also get to take these glasses home after the meal, which we hope would be the case after spending that much money on a meal. And later, you'll be mailed a certificate of authenticity to prove that you truly wined and dined on luxury, so you can have all the bragging rights in the world. Number 5. Beluga's Almas Caviar. Based in the only caviar-dedicated restaurant in Dubai, Beluga is, well, no surprise that it's one of the richest foods in the world and is served in one of the richest cities. 250 grams alone of this caviar will cost you $9,884. Caviar from the Russian beluga sturgeon is also known as almas, and it's the most expensive and sought-after caviar on the planet. The reason for this expensive price is because of the rarity of the eggs. It can take the beluga sturgeon up to 25 years to mature enough and produce eggs, so the waiting list is, well, quite long. And to add to that rarity, the beluga sturgeon is also endangered, so we don't really know how much longer this will be available for. For the exquisiteness, though, unlike other caviar that is usually black, white, brown, or grey, this caviar is actually golden covered and served with a 24-karat golden cigar as well. For the price of $9,885, you best believe you're getting the nuttiest, creamiest, and to die for richness in the caviar. Also, real quick fun fact here, 1 kilogram of almas caviar will cost you anywhere from $20,000 to $25,000. Well, I might have to take a trip to Dubai for this one. Number 4. The most expensive pizza in the world. The Louis XII pizza. This pizza for two will set you back about $12,000. The dough is made with natural Arabic flour and hand-picked pink flakes from Australia's Murray River. And let's just say what's on it is dedicated to the seafood lovers out there. You'll be enjoying real Mediterranean lobster tails, delicious wild-caught habanero prawns, and a stack of juicy mantis shrimp. All of this is resting upon a bread of organic buffalo mozzarella cheese, along with 7 other types of rich cheeses. Your pizza will also be served with hand-picked beverages, including a Louis XII cognac, the rarest and most expensive cognac on the planet, and a bottle of vintage 1995 champagne. You can only get this pizza in Salerno, Italy, and it doesn't belong to a restaurant, but instead an entire catering team will come to your home and prepare the pizza right in front of your eyes. Seems like next-level room service to me. Number 3. The Posh Pie. This little gem is going to set you back somewhere in the ballpark of $12,000. Not only does Australia have the most exotic animals, beautiful coral reefs, enormous outbacks, and colorful sunsets, it also has the most expensive pie in the world. So what exactly makes this posh pie truly posh? Well, to start off, the pie is made from 2 different premium beefs from award-winning David Blackmore Farms and 2 Western Australian rock lobsters, which signifies the cultural surf and turf style of Australia, where meat and seafood are served together. And to top it all off, the pie is topped off with rare winter black truffles and 23-carat gold leaves. To make it even more posh, the dish comes with Penfolds Grange wine, which is the epitome of Australian wine and a natural icon, and it is a heritage-listed wine as well. This cultural jewel represents everything expensive and cultural about Australia. So head on over to the Lord Dunsley Hotel in Paddington and order in 3 weeks in advance, because this special pie needs special preparation. And enjoy the lush deliciousness of the luxury posh pie. Number 2. The Fortress Stilt Fisherman Indulgence is the world's most expensive dessert. Offered exclusively in the Fortress Resort in Sri Lanka and prepared only on special request, this eloquent dessert will cost you a whopping $14,500. What makes this indulgence so expensive though? To start off, it features a stilt fisherman that's extensively handmade from chocolate. The base of it is an Italian cassata flavored with Bailey's Irish cream and served with a pomegranate, mango compote, and champagne sabayon, which makes up its base. And lastly, it is wrapped in a golden leaf. But that's not only the food portion, because this rich dessert comes with a gorgeous 80-carat aquamarine stone sitting on the chocolate fisherman's stilt. The Fortress Stilt Fisherman is almost too beautiful to eat. And finally, the most expensive food in the world is a taco. Yes, you heard me right, a taco, but don't get me wrong, this is no ordinary taco that you would find at a Taco Tuesday stand. No, this is the Gran Velas taco, worth $25,000. Before we begin, let's go over the actual requirements to even be able to be served the dish. First of all, it's only sold in the Gran Velas Los Cabos Resort. And not only that, you'll have to be staying in the presidential suite, which is around $1,000 a night to even be offered it. Oh, but wait, that's not all, my friend. You want to order it? Well, great. Request the meal a week in advance, and then put down another $12,500 deposit because, well, that's what it's going to cost you to score that dish. But what's behind this taco that could make it so expensive? It all starts off with a gold flake-infused tortilla, which is then layered with Kobe beef, which is the most expensive beef in the world, and rare Norwegian lobster. The premium toppings include black truffle brie cheese, $100 an ounce, and a lump of beluga caviar, which costs again $700 an ounce. And what taco could ever possibly be complete without some salsa? So, the exotic salsa to top off this dish is a mix of dried morita chili peppers, expensive tequila, and civet coffee beans, which are coffee beans that are pooped out of civet bats and also happen to be the most expensive coffee beans in the world. Nothing screams luxury like eating cat poop, huh? And finally, more layers of gold are layered on the top to finish it off. So there you have it, the Grand Velas Taco. And if that doesn't satisfy your expensive cravings, the resort recommends that you buy a $150,000 bottle of extremely rare tequila to go with it. That's gonna bring your bill up to about $175,000, which is near the average price of a home in the United States. Dinner served. And there you have it, the top 7 most expensive foods in the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment about which food that you would want to try the most, and I guarantee you'll certainly be craving more. Personally, that Louis XII pizza's starting to make me hungry. You know those feisty Italians don't play around when it comes to the pizza. If you can also turn on post notifications, that would be fantastic, so as to be able to keep up with all the videos that we drop on this channel. See you guys next time. Just like everything else on this planet, grandeur comes with a price tag, and that is certainly the case with these unique species. These animals were bred for genetic perfection. To some people, it's all a game. Whether that's right or wrong, it's up for you to decide. Here are the 10 most expensive animals in the world. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, let's begin. Number 10. Darren Perfection. This sheep is the most expensive sheep ever sold for a record-breaking price of $289,000 when he was just 8 months old to a breeder in Lanark, Scotland. Bred in Bathshire, he represents the very top pedigree of breeding due to his physical attributes, with immense strength and a very chunky stature, representing everything a near-perfect sheep would be. He has sired over 1,000 sheep, and his offspring sell for thousands as well. Looks like he wasn't a bad return on investment. I'll, excuse myself for that one. Number 9. Bolt, the racing pigeon. Pigeon racing is widely popular in China and a very lucrative market. So it is no surprise that pigeons can go for so much. Bolt, though, the fastest pigeon in the world, who was also named after the fastest sprinter ever, Usain Bolt, was sold in auction to Chinese businessman Gao Fuxin for over $400,000 in 2013. The breeder, famous Belgian pigeon financier Leo Hermans, was forced to sell his entire collection of 530 pigeons at the auction for an estimated $6 million because he developed a virus having spent so much time with the birds. 9 of 10 buyers of the most expensive pigeons sold at the auction came from China or Taiwan, confirming how in demand and expensive this sport can be. Bolt was bought when he was 1 year old and used for breeding more pigeons who raced competitively. Number 8. Missy the Holstein Cow. Arriving at the $1 million animals, we have Missy, who was sold at auction in Ontario for $1.2 million in 2009, becoming the most expensive cow ever sold. She was the grand champion of the 2009 Western Fall National Show. In 2011, Missy was Supreme Grand Champion of all breeds at the World Dairy Expo and named Supreme Grand Champion of all breeds at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. In 2012, Missy was named Holstein Canada's Cow of the Year. She has come first in every competition she's entered in. Missy also produces 50% more milk than the average cow, and her genetic material will be used to improve the breeding of the Holstein breed. Missy's owners have already pre-sold 25 of her embryos for $230,000, and they expect her to produce up to 150. The owners can also make $500,000 per male bull offspring produced, for up to 6 of them in royalty payments from semen sales. Looks like she will make back far more than the $1.2 million she was originally bought for. Go on, Missy. Number 7. Amarando, the racing pigeon. Named the Lewis Hamilton of pigeons and considered to be the best long-distance pigeon of all time, Amarando sold for $1.42 million and became the most expensive pigeon of all time, 3 times more expensive than Bolt. He was the center of a bidding war between 2 Chinese financiers, where the price went from $600,000 to $1.42 million in only 1 hour. Just like Bolt, Amarando was among the 530 pigeons sold by famed Belgian breeder Leo Hermans. 7 of Amarando's offspring were also auctioned for an average price of $25,500 each. Number 6. Tibetan Mastiff Puppy. A Tibetan Mastiff has been sold in China for around $2 million at a luxury pet fair in 2014, making it the most expensive dog ever sold. These types of dogs have lion's blood and are top-of-the-range mid-staff studs. The lion-esque dog was 31 inches tall and weighed 200 pounds. Pure Tibetan Mastiffs are extremely rare and treasured. A property developer from China bought him hoping to breed more offspring from the then 1-year-old puppy. Nowadays, the average asking price for these once desirable dogs runs closer to $2,000, but many breeders are willing to sell them for far less, due to crossbreeding them making them less expensive, according to the New York Times. Number 5. A camel. No details on what type of camel this was, but what we do know is that Sheikh Hamdan, the Crown Prince of Dubai, bought a female camel for a whopping $2.7 million during a camel beauty contest in Abu Dhabi. He also ended up buying another whopping 15 camels for a total of $4.5 million spent over the 2-week contest in the Emirates' Western Desert. Don't worry though, this doesn't even put a dent in Sheikh Hamdan's wallet, given he has a net worth of over $2 billion. These pageants are usually aimed in a way to preserve the ancient culture of the Middle East that placed a heavy importance on camels, and it seems he bought the best one. Number 4. El Rey Magnum. Valued at around $3 million and referred to as the most talked about colt in the world, this horse is a product of extremely specific breeding, and often a major source of controversy in the debate about if breeding has gone too far. It is seen that his extremely dipped face has become very harmful, to the point where it caused breathing problems in the horse, who was only 7 months old at the time. Orion Farms, the owners of El Rey Magnum, claims he is as close to perfection as it gets, despite the fact this cartoon-looking horse has breathing problems. He has won multiple horse pageants and, as of 2020, is starting his journey as a breeding stallion. Number 3. Horizon, the African buffalo. This extravagant beast is named Horizon, and he is the most expensive buffalo in the world. Due to his massive horn span of 56 inches, which is 20 inches above average, his impeccable genes for big game hunting, being disease-free, and the consistent ability to carry his amazing genetics to his offspring, this buffalo is worth an estimated $12.2 million. He is owned by 4 South African stakeholders who each bought at 25% stake in him for around $3 million. Each owner is allowed to breed him with just 10 cows a year, and he triples the value of each cow he impregnates to well over $170,000 each. Breeders are trying to restore the big-horned buffaloes through breeding programs, which is one of the many reasons why someone like Horizon fetches millions in the market. He is quite literally the most in-demand animal in Africa. Number 2. The Green Monkey. No, he's not a green monkey. In fact, he's not even an actual monkey, but a thoroughbred racehorse to be exact. Don't ask me about the names. The Green Monkey was sold at a 2006 auction for a hefty $16 million as a 2-year-old. It is often agreed that he had an overpriced price tag, given he only won $10,440 in racing and was cross-catering, meaning he naturally ran in a poor form. So what makes him so valuable? It was a combination of his physical appearance and pedigree, from the fact he was bred from unbridled and forestry to extremely physical dominant horses, which foreshadowed what could have been in store for the Green Monkey. He also had a furlong faster than 10 seconds, which added to giving him all the hype he needed to draw this price tag. Unfortunately, he couldn't live up to his racing potential due to injury. Despite this, though, the Green Monkey sired major names in horsing. He was euthanized in 2018 due to laminitis, but his legend lives on through his offspring. And finally, number 1, the most expensive animal ever bought, the Fusashi Pegasus. The story began the day he was born. The breeder called his partner and said, "Superman has just been born," hinting at the potential super gene of this horse. And boy, was that correct. 51 of the 114 Triple Crown winners had some lineage directly to him. 15 months after his birth, in 1988, he started setting records. This piqued the eye of one Japanese businessman named Fuso Sekiguchi, who bought the horse for $4 million. On May 6, 2000, he became the first betting favorite to win the Kentucky Derby since 1979. And not only that, he did it in 2 hours, 1 minute and 12 seconds, the 7th fastest time in the 126-year history of the race. His bid for the Triple Crown ended after coming second in the Preakness Stakes, but that didn't matter. The world of rich breeders had seen him already. The lineage, the confirmation, and 5 wins in 7 tries, including the Kentucky Derby, was just too much to pass up, and the bidding war began. He was eventually sold for a whoppingly insane $72 million, making him the most expensive animal ever. 60% of him was owned by Coolmere Farms in Ireland and 40% by Japan's Shadi Farm. He retired with an earning of $2 million. And that's the 10 most expensive animals ever. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications as well to see the next videos as soon as they drop, and I'll see you guys next time. Well, hello there, and welcome to Only Luxury. Today, we are going to be looking at the top 10 most expensive houses in the world, where so many want to live and so few get to experience. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, let's begin. Our journey will start us off in none other than London, England. More specifically, down Kensington Palace Gardens, the most expensive street in England, where each house has an estimated value of $33 million. They don't call it Billionaires Boulevard for no reason. This house, known as 1819 Kensington Palace Gardens, begins our list with an estimated value of $128 million. This palace has 12 bedrooms, an indoor pool, Turkish baths, and enough parking spaces for 20 cars because why not? This castle-esque house is decorated with marble from the exact same quarry that supplied the Taj Mahal, and both sections of the wall built from the same stone as the historical Westminster Abbey. Talk about having historical value. After all, there's a reason the billionaire Rothschild family once owned the house as well. So, who owns this gorgeous property now? Well, it's none other than Indian billionaire Lakshmi Mittal, who's worth over $9 billion. And he's in great company because he shares this exclusive street with many members of the royal family, including Prince William and Kate Middleton. If you end up one day buying this property, you will be as close to royalty as you can get. And hey, maybe you can get on the good side of the future kings of England. Actually, come to think of it, that's really not a bad idea. Number 9 on our list is the Palazzo d'Amore, valued at $195 million US. Although sounding Italian, this house is actually in Beverly Hills, California. This list just wouldn't feel complete unless there's one house in Beverly Hills anyway, right? This Mediterranean-style villa is approximately 53,000 square feet and owned by billionaire real estate entrepreneur Jeff Green. It has 12 bedrooms, 25 bathrooms, a vineyard, spa, revolving dance floor, and ballroom for you partiers out there. There is also a 150-person infinity pool. Can you just imagine playing Marco Polo in there? Tennis courts, waterfalls, a 50-person movie theater, and also a 27-car garage. This property is topped off with stunning views from the city to the ocean. Just imagine entering this home, driving through the beautiful wrought iron front gates and up the private quarter-mile driveway, where you will be met with a marvelous fountain. Upon entering the house itself, you will notice a 2-story marble foyer with dual staircases that just screams elegance. Truly a Mediterranean masterpiece. Coming in at number 8 is the Ellison Estate, valued at $200 million US, and owned by none other than the man Larry Ellison himself, who co-founded Oracle and is the 5th richest man in the world. This estate is situated in Woodside, California, and is 23 acres and modeled after a 16th century Japanese imperial palace. The Japanese influence is very visible given this estate includes a tea house, koi pond, and many expensive trees, such as cherry blossoms which actually come from Japan. The compound also boasts a man-made lake and a bathhouse. I didn't even know what a bathhouse was until I found out about this. Mind blown. Not much else is known about the house besides the fact that it was bought in 1995 for $12 million by Larry Ellison, and he spent 9 years renovating it to make it what it is today. Sliding in at number 7 is the 4 Fairfield Pond for $248 million US. Just like how we can't have a list without a house in Beverly Hills, we can't have a list without a house in New York City. Based in the financial capital of the world, 4 Fairfield Pond is a beachfront property that boasts 29 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, a 91-foot dining room, basketball court, bowling alley, squash courts, tennis courts, and 3 swimming pools. There's even a $150,000 US hot tub. How is there even a hot tub worth $150,000 US? And of course, this monstrosity of a property sits on a whopping 63 acres of land. In fact, there is so much electricity needed to power this property that you literally need a power plant for it. But oh, don't worry, this house includes its own power plant on site. And don't even get me started on the garage. You can probably fit the entire fleet of cars used in Fast and Furious in this 100-car garage. Most people, when they see this house, think that it's either a resort or some type of hotel, and are surprised when they learn that it belongs to just one person, the 86-year-old billionaire Ira Reinert. I wonder what type of dinner guest she's having in that 91-foot dining room. Number 6. While it is not technically a house, the Odin Tower penthouse is certainly bigger than 99% of houses out there today and is worth an insane $330 million US. This 35,000 square foot luxurious penthouse lies on top of one of the most expensive buildings in Monaco, the Tour Odin. No surprise, a property on our list is in Monaco because they have no income tax, which is a huge draw for rich people. Like rich people, though. For a penthouse such as this, it takes up the top 5 floors and comes with its own elevator. Included in this penthouse are unmatched 360-degree views of the beautiful Mediterranean Sea, a huge water slide, an oversized circular infinity pool, 6 bedrooms, marble bathrooms, a kitchen on every floor, and so much more. Let's just look at some of the amenities that come within this, though, shall we? There's a private chauffeur included, 24-hour concierge service, 3 staff bedrooms, personal caterers, a health club, and even a parking spot. Now, a parking spot doesn't exactly sound like much for this $330 million jewel in Monaco, but it is when you realize that one parking spot at the Tower Odin is going to set you back $330,000. That's even more than your average home in the United States. This opulent destination is the absolute epitome of grand luxury beyond one's wildest imaginations. It is certainly one way to stand out in Monaco, which attracts so many rich people. They call it billionaire's playground for no reason, don't they? To me, that 24-hour room service sounds pretty good right now. I'm actually quite hungry. The 5th spot on our list is taken by Le Palais Boulle, also known as Bubble Palace for, well, obvious reasons. It was built in Toul-sur-Mer, France, and overlooks the Bay of Cannes. Valued at $319 million, this intricately built pink house includes a series of round rooms that overlook the Mediterranean Sea. It includes 10 bedrooms, each designed by a separate artist, 3 swimming pools, a 500-seat open-air amphitheater built into the hillside, a reception hall, and waterfalls to complement the futuristic house. This lavish 8,500 square meter home is owned by French-Italian fashion designer Pierre Cardin, who, with his obvious taste in artistry, also decided to use this avant-garde styled home to host many fashion shows, festivals, events, and music videos. Want to know what's even crazier though? Pierre Cardin only uses this house as a summer home. I wonder what his other house looks like. Occupying the 4th spot on our list is the Villa Cédra located in the southern coast of France. More specifically, we're going to look at Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, also known as the Peninsula of Billionaires. It's worth a jaw-dropping $450 million and owned by the richest man in Ukraine, Rinat Akhmetov. This 187-year-old mansion looks like it can be the main setting for a James Bond movie. This 14-room Paladin Palace was first built for King Leopold II of Belgium in 1830. It is 18,000 square feet, set on 35 acres of manicured gardens, consists of 14 bedrooms, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, a horse stable big enough for 30 horses, 25 greenhouses, and contains 15,000 different species of plants in its gardens. It's no wonder why Villa Cédra is also one of the top 10 botanical gardens in the world. This cream-colored villa was declared a French National Heritage Site in 2008. Talk about the pride behind owning this stunning property. Entering this luscious house, you will be greeted with a bronze statue of Athena, draped with a marble tunic. Inside of this house, the opulence reveals itself in the most luxurious of ways, with grand sitting rooms, French doors, 19th century portraits, and staggering chandeliers. It doesn't get much more classier than this. Number 3 is Villa Léopolda, another house in France, particularly in Villers-Franchet-sur-Mer on the French Riviera. The villa is owned by Lily Safra, widow of billionaire banker Edmond Safra. It occupies 20 acres, has 19 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, 12 pools, a helipad for, well, you know, your obvious helicopter, a greenhouse, outdoor kitchen, which takes family barbecues to the next level, and a beautiful swimming pool. It's been owned by multiple kings, and it was a military hospital in World War I, as well as becoming famous for being the setting of the 1955 film To Catch a Thief. This massive 80,000 square foot villa contains many antique and vintage furniture, sophisticated artwork, and valuable marble. Not to forget the breathtaking views of the French Riviera. This place is like a dream. Oh, did I forget to mention it's also a national monument? What else can you expect from a house with $750 million though? Number 2, Antilla. When I first saw this building, and yes, I do mean building, I couldn't actually fathom it being a home, but in fact, it is. and it all belongs to the richest man in India, Mukesh Ambani. Located in Altamount Road, Mumbai, also known as India's Billionaires Row, and costing a whopping $1 billion, it is no surprise Antilla didn't come cheap at all, given it's 400,000 square feet and 27 stories high. Not only that, though, it was built to withstand an 8.0 magnitude earthquake. Inside Antilla is almost its own city, possessing a 168-car garage, a service station for the cars, a temple, an 80-seat movie theater, 9 elevators, and a health spa, along with 3 helipads, a salon, a ballroom, yoga studio, ice cream room, and multiple cinemas. No wonder why Antilla needs a large 600-member staff to keep things running smoothly. This looks more like a literal business than a home. You could probably fit at least 3 generations of your entire family in this compound. As of May 2020, its entire value is estimated to be $2.2 billion, more than double its initial value. Before we get to number 1, though, I would just like to say if you are enjoying the content you are seeing, then please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see all of our future videos, as well as hitting that notification bell so that way you'll be informed and updated with every single video we push out. Now for number 1. It comes as no surprise that the historical Buckingham Palace, home to the monarchs of England, tops our list. Being valued at a staggering $5 billion, the official residence of the monarchy since 1873 stands as luxurious, respectable, and historical as ever in the center of London. Comprising of 775 rooms, 78 bathrooms, 92 offices, and 19 staterooms, it is hard to comprehend the sheer size of this behemoth. The palace checks in at approximately 828,000 square feet, and the garden alone is 40 acres. It is said that the Queen herself only occupies about 6 of those rooms. From the ATM hidden in the basement that prints money for the royal family, to the private art collection hidden from the public, the secrets behind this property are almost as legendary as its price tag. If you ever buy Buckingham Palace, then congrats, you are basically royalty. That completes our list of the top 10 most expensive homes in the world. Personally, Buckingham Palace is my pick of the crop, because, well, who wouldn't want to live like royalty? Let us know which home was your favorite in the comments below, and if you enjoyed that video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Turn on post notifications as well to see the next videos as soon as they drop, and I'll see you guys next time. In most normal situations, the toys that we'd normally be talking about would be nothing more than action figures and dolls that you could find at any retail location, and certainly not worth more than a private island. But that's not what this channel is about, because today we're going to be bringing you the top 10 most expensive toys in the world. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So, let's begin. Number 10. The Stefano Canturi Barbie, also referred to as the luxury. Number 8. The Gold Rocking Horse. On January 7th, 2012, after renting out the entire 6th floor of New York's Lenox Hill Hospital, the hip-hop power couple Beyoncé and Jay-Z had their first baby, Blue Ivy Carter. And when a baby is born to such rich and famous parents who have a combined net worth of over $1 billion, you can expect there to be many baby presents. Top of the line, of course. And that is exactly what happened. Blue Ivy Carter was showered in 1.5 blue-eyed doll wearing 9 carats worth of diamonds as accessories. Only 5 have ever been created, with each dressed up in Christian Dior clothes, Oscar de la Renta fur, Swarovski crystals, Catherine Bauman accessories, and even has a stylish dog to accompany her. But seeing how you could get these clothes in your size for about 1,000 times cheaper, we recommend you go with buying the latter option instead of the doll. Number 2. Liorzo, which is translated as the bird trainer. Created by famous doll maker Christine Barley, the bird trainer takes the meaning of doll to a whole new level. It is regarded as the most expensive doll in the world and is valued at a whopping $6.25 million. Dressed in real Renaissance clothing, complete with real pearls and gold thread, with skin of painted porcelain and glass eyes, the bird trainer lifts a flute to his mouth and blows the Marche de Roy by George Bitz. Of course, none of this happens until he's been wound up with a gold key though, and if that's not enough, the bird perched on the trainer's shoulder and the other in his hand sing along as well. There's absolutely no motor or electrical power source, so don't worry about dead batteries or anything of the sort. Lastly, number 1. The most expensive toy ever made is the Aslot Dollhouse Castle, valued at a record $8.5 million. Now this is a masterpiece. Constructed over 13 years between 1974 and 1987 by Colorado miniature artist Elaine Dell with the help from experts and miniature artisans from around the globe, this dollhouse features 29 rooms filled with 30,000 miniature pieces, including extravagant furniture, oil paintings, mirrors, fireplaces, gold jewelry, rare books, fine rugs, fabrics, and pieces made of silver and gold. Spread over 7 levels, the house even has a wine cellar, a kitchen, library, music room, grand ballroom, bar, and an armory. Just imagine the house parties you could host. There's even real liquor inside each bottle in the wine room, and the paintings are reproductions of famed artwork that was created using a brush with one single bristle in it. The books even have actual words inside, with some even being rare mini-books more than 100 years old. The toy rarely ever makes any public appearances, and even when it does, it takes 4 days and over a dozen people to dismantle and reassemble it for showing. Its actual cost is somewhere around $25,000 per square foot of the dollhouse, making it technically the most expensive house in the world by square foot. This is a home where both Bobby and Ken would dream of living in, and frankly, I don't blame them. It's dollhouses like this that make me wish I was a doll myself. So, there you have it. That's the top 10 most expensive toys in the world. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content just like this. Also, if you have the money to spend, which toy would you end up buying? Let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. We all like to lavish ourselves with the finest services life has to offer. So it comes as no surprise when you're rich, and I mean really rich, that you can splurge on the most ostentatious things imaginable. Today, we're going to be looking at 10 times where rich people took it a little too far. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So let's begin. Number 10. We all love our animals, and it does make sense to want to make them as happy as possible. And if you're worth billions, why not make your pet look as luxurious as you are? Well, the 27-year-old son of Chinese billionaire Wang Jinlin did just that. Wang Xikong, who's already known for his controversial social media posts, took it one step further, posting photos on Weibo, which is the Chinese version of Twitter, of his Siberian Husky wearing not one, but 2 gold Apple watches on his front legs. The 2 watches are worth a combined value of around $28,000, and this lavish lifestyle isn't new for the dog either, because he already drinks from Fiji water and wears Armani collars worth thousands. Sometimes I wish I was this dog, enjoying the high life as an animal. Imagine that. Number 9. On the topic of pets living the high life, next up on our list is a $39,000 diamond bathtub for puppies of all things. If you love sparkling objects and animals, this is probably your dream bathtub. Rich people often want their pets to be living in the same luxury as themselves, so it's no surprise that someone was eventually going to develop this. Designed and crafted by Laurie Garner, this piece took close to 3 years to complete. The outer layer of the bathtub shows off 45,000 traditionally set Swarovski crystals and features 4 carefully attached cast iron claw feet. Say goodbye to the traditional dog washing and hello to fine cleaning. Number 8. What do you do when you are a millionaire and you want to become a billionaire? Well, let's see. You can grow your company, you can invest, maybe work harder, or you can spend $100,000 on 50,000 lottery tickets, hoping to get very lucky. And that is exactly what social media icon Dan Bilzerian did. When the Powerball was at $1.5 billion in 2016, he went all out, hoping to go from millions to billions overnight. He even offered to share it with some of his 31.4 million fans if he won. Unfortunately, though, for Dan, this wasn't his way to $1 billion, and even more unfortunate for his personal assistant, who Dan said was going to have a, quote, very busy and boring day checking all the tickets. Number 7. Kanye West has often compared himself to Jesus and has earned plenty of nicknames such as Yeezus and Yee. When you mix Kanye West, dubbed the cockiest man in rap, with a lot of money and a god complex, it seems there's only one outcome of this concoction: a $350,000 replica of the Sistine Chapel ceiling on the ceiling of his dining room. He commissioned artist Ernie Barnes to draw a replica of the Sistine Chapel painting in 2005. The painting, a life restored, was supposed to send a message about his life-changing near-fatal car accident. The catch, though? Kanye is depicted as an angel in the artwork, but when you have a net worth over $1 billion, this is hardly something that you need to sweat over. Number 6. Now, this is a sort of 2-in-1 thing, but it all revolves around one man, Brad Pitt. The Hollywood superstar was filming his hit zombie disaster movie World War Z when he became very interested in one of the tanks being used for shooting. And Brad Pitt, being a man worth hundreds of millions of dollars, just had to have it. The tank is an old T-54 Soviet-era tank which was used in the next few years following World War II. It was shipped from the movie set in Budapest to his Hollywood home. The price has never been officially disclosed, but when you add on the shipping fees for this 36-ton tank, it could do more damage to his wallet than war itself. And to add to his war set, Brad also splurged on a rare 1942 motorbike used for Nazi reconnaissance missions for around $387,000. It looks like relics belong to the good guys, just aren't cool enough for the man who frequently plays them on camera. Maybe a bit of change of scenery for him? Number 5. When we talk about the most outlandishly luxurious things bought, it's almost impossible not to bring up someone from the Middle East, ruling family, and the Saudis and Emirates are famous for their ostentatious purchases, which is exactly what we have here. Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan dropped some serious dough on putting his already expensive private island Futasi onto the world map. He decided to write his name Hamad on the island. And this wasn't your standard drawings with sticks in the sand. No, this was a much grander feat. The finished letters stretched along 2 miles of the beach along the Arabian Gulf. The writing was so deep and large that it could even be seen from space. And I say that in past tense because, for no particular reason, the Sheikh decided to erase his name out of the blue, so there's no record of it being there anymore, having been last visible in 2010. Number 4. Mike Tyson is one of the greatest boxers in history and certainly one of the flashiest in the ring. But who he is outside the ring is just as flashy and attention-grabbing as the man who used to be inside it, and that's the case for his spending habits as well. Whether it be for his $173,000 gold chain or his trio of Bengali tigers for $70,000 each, Mike's spending habits were as wicked as his punches. Perhaps his most notable of purchases came at a $2.2 million price tag, which, believe it or not, was a bathtub made of 24-karat gold. With the average price of a home in the United States being around $200,000, that bathtub runs him around the same price as 11 houses in America. I wouldn't put it past these types of purchases to be the reason Mike declared bankruptcy in 2003, but no worries, he'd never end up homeless given that he is, well, the Mike Tyson. Number 3. Now, Mike Tyson may have taken bathroom luxury to a whole new level with his solid gold bathtub, but a Hong Kong jeweler raised the bar even higher. Jeweler Sam Lee Wing famously spent $3.5 million on a washroom with chandeliers and 24-karat gold everywhere, from the toilet to the sinks. The ceiling is decorated with rubies, sapphires, emeralds, and amber, and the floor is embedded with 2-pound gold bars. It was built in 2001 and still holds the record for being the most expensive bathroom ever built. The bathroom is now worth $29 million and is displayed at a showroom in Hong Kong. Who would have thought a trip to the bathroom could be so luxurious? Number 2. Jocelyn Wildenstein is a notorious billionaire socialite known for spending millions on plastic surgery. It's not hard to see why she's nicknamed Catwoman, and not just from her appearance, but also because she may be trying to actually look like a cat. Her late husband, Alec Wildenstein, loved cats, and she was trying to alter her appearance in hopes of pleasing him. It is thought that the New York socialite has undergone canthopexy, which is a procedure that elevates the eyes to give people a more cat-like appearance. But that didn't work out, and neither did the marriage. Her divorce settlement was then a record $2.5 billion, giving her the freedom to go under the knife as many times as she desired. And as a result, she's had upper and lower eyelid surgery, a brow lift, face lift, lip plumping injections, chin augmentation, fat grafting, and cheek implants. The total amount of money she's put into cosmetic surgery is somewhere around $7 million. It's been said that she once went through 10 cosmetic surgeries in one day, and if that's not crazy enough, she plans to keep doing them for the rest of her life. Number 1. Perhaps the ultimate show of wealth is walking into a town and liking it so much that you just end up deciding to buy it. So it's no surprise that this takes on number 1 spot for the 10 times that rich people took it a little too far. In 1989, famous actress Kim Basinger, whose films have grossed well over $500 million, was sitting in a traffic jam in Brazelton, a small town in Georgia, when she decided she liked it so much that she'd buy the entire town. And she did not hesitate. For a price of $20 million, Mrs. Basinger joined with a group of investors and bought almost the whole town, or at least 1,750 acres of the 2,000-acre town. Her goal was to turn it into a major film and recording studio, but her aspirations fell flat, and she had to sell it off in 1995 due to financial difficulties. But despite all of that, there's no denying that buying a town because you want to is the ultimate power move. So, there you have it. The 10 times that rich people took it a little too far. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content just like this. And comment down below what is the craziest flaunt of money, and I'll see you guys next time. You think you've seen it all at some point in your life. From the 5-star hotels that feature breathtaking views of the ocean to the perfectly aesthetic hotel rooms. Treated to a luxury that you thought was the world's best, you were satisfied. I admit, I was satisfied. Whether it's the Plaza Hotel in New York City or the unbelievable Mariana Bay Sands, I was enjoying what I thought was the peak of hospitality. But no, I was terribly wrong. So wrong, in fact. Because amongst all of these 5-star hotels stands one above the rest, specifically 2 stars above the very best. A 7-star hotel. Now, it doesn't even sound right or real, but in fact it is. I present to you the Burj Al Arab, located in Dubai, of course. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So, let's begin. To truly understand what makes this place so great, though, we must start from the beginning. The idea for the Burj Al Arab came from Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who wanted to put Dubai on the world stage for something other than oil. The ultimate goal was for this hotel to have the same significance as the Paris Eiffel Tower or the Sydney Opera House, to be an international symbol of Dubai. It needed to be a building that would become synonymous with the name of the country. Hint, the Burj Al Arab means the Arabian Tower in English, which it very much is. And so, construction began in 1994. The thing is though, they weren't just building a huge hotel. They were building an artificial private island for it as well, specifically to give the hotel the appearance of a ship sail. It took 3 years to build the island, which included 230 concrete columns under the island that go 130 feet under the sea to keep the stability, and also 2 years to build the hotel itself. Construction involved an international team of over 3,000 contractors, 250 designers, and 3,500 workmen on site at any given time. After 5 years and a whopping $1 billion spent, the Burj Al Arab was opened in December 1999 as the third tallest hotel in the world, standing at 321 meters or 1,053 feet. So, what happens once you book a room at this 7-star hotel? Once you land in Dubai, you'll be escorted to this hotel in either a complimentary Rolls-Royce from the airport or helicopter, where there is a helipad at the top floor waiting for your arrival. Upon arriving at the lobby, you'll be greeted with giant 24-karat gold pillars, a honeycomb-style fountain that uses fiber optic lights, water, and mist to create a choreographed effect of water jumping down the stone steps, and 2 aquariums on either side of the lobby. You'll then be walking on handcrafted rugs, statutorio marble floors, which is the most expensive type of marble on Earth, and through carved wooden doors to a side room where you'll be served with rose water, cold towels, dates, and Arabic coffee while they check you in, and that's just the lobby. You'll then be whisked away through the golden atrium, which also happens to be the second tallest atrium in the world at 590 feet tall, and into the golden elevator. From there, you'll be going to your hotel room. Despite its size, there's only 202 rooms in the Burj Al Arab, meaning every room is a suite, some more than others, of course. On every floor, there's a team of butlers who work for your every desire. Want a dinner reservation? Maybe champagne at 11 p.m. sharp? Consider it done. There's a 6-to-1 ratio of butlers to guests on each floor, so you'll for sure get their attention from the very start of your stay. The least expensive rooms start at a whopping $2,700 a night and are 2 stories. The first floor has a dining room, living room, and extensive minibar. Up the marble staircase, and you'll be met with your bedroom, and let me tell you, the bed itself is madness. Featuring a $15,000 mattress to give you ultimate comfortableness, the bedding is made of eider down feathers harvested from the abandoned nests mother eider ducks use to keep their eggs warm. There's a pillow menu of nearly a dozen pillows of varying degrees of material, thickness, and even firmness. The bathroom is bigger than most hotel rooms, which includes a rain shower, 2 sinks, free toiletry kits, and a jacuzzi bathtub. And you best believe that your butler will run you a bubble bath at your very request. And that's just the basic suite, remember? The best suite there is, though, is the Royal Suite, which is going to cost you a jaw-dropping $19,000 per night. And by all means, this room is built for royalty. Ranked as the 12th most expensive hotel room in the world, the Royal Suite certainly lives up to its hype. Priced at $19,000 a night, be prepared to burn a hole in your wallet to live like luxury. Upon entering the suite, you'll be led up a marble staircase into your 2-bedroom room that showcases the very definition of Arabian luxury. A private dining area, library, cinema, butler who's available 24/7. Plus, not to mention, you also get a solid gold iPad to control the lights, TV, and climate inside the room. Also, your private elevator that can be used on the entire hotel. You can't have a 7-star hotel without the best restaurants either, and don't worry, the Burj Al Arab has you covered. Featuring 9 5-star restaurants, the Burj Al Arab has got whatever you're craving covered. For starters, there's the Al Mutana. It is the finest of the French cuisines available, cooked by 3 Michelin star head chef Frankie Smemblat. You'll be riveting in delight. But it's not just the food you'll be enjoying here, it's the panoramic views over Dubai and the Arabian Gulf that'll have you stunned. One restaurant, though, stands above the rest: the Al Mahara. Now, before you even arrive, make sure to dress as classy as possible, because a place this grand demands a dress code to meet its level. Upon arriving at the Al Muhara, your eyes will immediately be caught by the giant golden seashell, which serves as the host stand. You'll then be led through golden arches, no, not those golden arches, that look like you're entering a villain's secret lair. But no need to worry, there is no Bond villains here to snatch you away. Instead, you'll be preparing to dine at Dubai's finest seafood restaurant. When you're at the dining room, you'll be met with a 260,000-gallon aquarium that wraps around from the floor to the ceiling. And yes, there are sharks. The head chef is Chef Kim Johnny Marin, who has 3 Michelin stars to his name, so your seafood will be in great hands. Specialties include Alaskan king crab with foie gras ravioli, wagyu beef with potato nosh, line-caught sea bass, and dark brown sugar shortbread for dessert, which will certainly run you up a tab, but who cares? We're at the best hotel in the world, for goodness sake. If you're not feeling seafood, though, and just up for grabbing drinks instead, take the golden elevator up to the 27th floor, where you'll find Gold on 27, which, by a quick guess, is covered entirely in gold. With jazz playing and a view overlooking the Dubai skyline, this seems like the new hotspot for socialites around the world. A hotel is only as good as its amenities, though, and to be a 7-star rated hotel, you better have the best amenities in the world. First up is The Terrace, a 108,000 square foot leisure facility that includes 2 pools, 1 saltwater and 1 freshwater, 4 jacuzzis, 24 cabanas, and 8 royal cabanas. The royal cabanas feature air conditioning, a private bathroom, full bar, private dining options, and a butler. Next there is a beach area, which is like an adult-sized sandbox on the edge of an infinity pool. The infinity pool looks directly out onto the Arabian Gulf and blends into the sea, which makes it perfectly for a spot to view the colorful sunsets. Head down to the 18th floor to check out the Tails Gym and Spa that has separate or combined areas for men and women. The gym has world-class equipment and features views of the ocean, not to mention more fitness classes available than one could remember. And for the spa, the Tails Spa is known as the best hotel spa in the world. There's a hammam steam room, 16 massage rooms, a sauna, and an icy cold plunge. The infinity pool in the spa is truly something else, featuring colorful mosaic columns that glistens when the sun shines on it. This $1 billion hotel has simply mastered it all, putting focus into each and every detail of what makes a hotel 7 stars. There are endless things to do, see, and experience at the Burj Al Arab Hotel, making it look like a luxurious theme park for guests. Once you go to this hotel, I guarantee you that you will never look at any 5-star hotel the same way again. It is the finest of the fine, and from my point of view, a definite 7-star experience. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. What do you think about the Burj Al Arab? Is it a 7-star hotel in your eyes? Let us know in the comments section below, and remember to turn on post notifications so that way you'll be able to see all the latest content that we put out there. See you guys next time. Plenty of things have been stolen throughout history, big or small, expensive or cheap. Whether it's the high ground on Fortnite or the Ark of the Covenant by Indiana Jones. How do things worth millions or even billions just vanish? Well, today, we will be showing you the most valuable things ever stolen. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. Number 5. The Davidoff Morini Stradivarius. Made in 1727 by Antonio Stradivari, the most famous violin maker of all time, these one-of-a-kind violins are extremely rare. Stradivarius made around 1,100 musical instruments in his lifetime. Of those, 600 are still thought to be in existence, and of that number, only 244 are violins that are currently accounted for. From 1700 through the 1720s was Stradivarius's golden period. The instruments made during these years are considered to be the highest and greatest of his works. The David Morini Stradivarius was made during this period in 1727 and therefore certainly a catch to robbers, especially being valued at a stunning $4 million when it was stolen. The actual robbery, though, wasn't as grand. The violin was stolen from its third owner, Erica Morini. Growing up as a child prodigy, she received the instrument in 1924 as a gift from her father. In October of 1995, though, a few days before she had died, she had been in New York's Mount Sinai Hospital when her apartment had been broken into, and the violin was stolen along with letters, notes, and paintings. Her close friend Erica Bradford reported the robbery a few days later, and since then, the legendary violin has yet to be recovered. As of today, its estimated value is at $8 million. Number 4. The Cellini Salt Cellar. Sculpted by the genius Benvenuto Cellini, it remains Cellini's only surviving, fully authenticated work in gold. This extraordinarily valuable table utensil is worth an extraordinary $60 million. Perhaps one of the most interesting sculptures of the Renaissance period, Benvenuto Cellini was known for a lot more than just his work, considering he also murdered multiple people and broke out of jail. Anyways, the gold salt cellar was completed in 1543 for the King of France. On the 11th of May 2003, the cellar was stolen from the Courcis Torches Museum. I probably pronounced that wrong, and I apologize. Anywho, the thief, Robert Mang, climbed a scaffolding around the museum and broke in through the second-floor window. He set off multiple alarms, but for literally no reason, the guards ignored them and then just turned them off. Mr. Mang smashed the glass case holding the Cellini and escaped with it, apparently through the same window. For 2 years, he hid it under his bed before burying it in a lead box in a forest near the town of Zwetzel, Austria. In 2006, Robert Mang turned himself in after police released surveillance photos of the suspect, and the artifact was recovered 1,000 days after it was stolen with only a few scratches. Number 3. The Scream. Painted by Edvard Munch, and perhaps the second most famous painting in history after the Mona Lisa, it is no surprise that many people wanted to snatch this painting up. And just that did happen twice, both in 1994 and 2004. There are 4 versions of the Scream that were painted by Edvard Munch. The version that was stolen in 1994 happens to be the most expensive version of the Scream. On October 12, 1994, the same day as the opening of the 1994 Winter Olympics in Norway, 2 men broke into the National Gallery in Oslo and stole its version of the Scream, leaving a note reading, "Thanks for the poor security." The painting was held for ransom for $1 million before being recovered undamaged after a joint effort operation by the British police, Norwegian police, and the Getty Museum on May 7, 1994. 4 men were then convicted for the connection to the robbery before being released because the British agents entered Norway under false identities. Looks like they got away with this one, huh? Now, the 2004 robbery targeted the last painted version of the Scream, which is worth an estimated $120 million. Masked gunmen entered the Munch Museum in Oslo and stole it, and Munch's Madonna painting as well. In 2006, the police then recovered both paintings but did not disclose how the operation went down. Both paintings were partially damaged upon being recovered, though. Number 2. The Hope Diamond. Known as the most expensive and famous piece of jewelry in the entire world, it's no surprise that this too has also been robbed. Worth around $250 million, this beautiful diamond has plenty to show off. Having been mined in India around 1665, it has been around for a long time, as well and worn by royalty. Louis XV, the King of France, was the owner of the necklace when it was stolen. On September 11, 1792, during the French Revolution, Louis XV was thrown in prison, and thieves broke into the royal storehouse and stole most of the crown jewels, including the Hope Diamond, which was swiftly smuggled into London. It resurfaced in September of 1812 to diamond merchant Daniel Ellison. Having been 20 years since the theft, the statute of limitations wore off and no arrests were made. Nevertheless, it was a clean robbery. 10 out of 10, would you say? Well, except for the fact that the Hope Diamond is still seen as cursed, giving bad luck and death to all those who may touch it. Moving along. Finally, number 1. The Mona Lisa. The most famous artwork in the world. The most expensive artwork in the world, and to add to that, it was painted by the most legendary Renaissance man, Leonardo da Vinci. The Mona Lisa was painted in Italy in 1503 and is a portrait of Lisa Gherardini. It was acquired by King Francis of France and is now officially the property of the French Republic itself and has been on permanent display at the Louvre Museum in Paris since 1797. The Mona Lisa itself is considered priceless, but as they say, everything has a price. In 1962, the Mona Lisa was insured for $100 million, which is the highest known insurance valuation in history. That's equal to $850 million today. Its actual evaluation, though, is somewhere around $2.5 billion. Yes. Can you expect anything else, though? It is the crown jewel of art itself. There are only 15 paintings in the world that can be attributed to Da Vinci alone, so it really is the true definition of a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. 10.8 million people go to the Louvre Museum every year, and it's estimated that 80% come just to see the Mona Lisa. So how is the actual robbery committed of the world's most visited and guarded, as well as talked about art piece in history? On the 21st of August 1911, the painting was stolen from the Louvre by its employee, Vincenzo Peruggia. Knowing that the museum would be closed that day, he entered it around 7 a.m. through the workers' door, wearing one of the white smocks that the workers were to blend in. He then went to the Mona Lisa when no one was looking and took it off the wall. Vincenzo then took it to a nearby staircase where he wrapped the painting in his smock, tucked it under his arm, and simply walked out through the same door he entered. That's right, the most valuable masterpiece stolen like a Scooby-Doo crime. The painting was kept in Vincenzo's apartment in Paris for nearly 2 years before trying to return it to Italy, the homeland of the painting. He was finally caught when he contacted Alfredo Geri, the owner of the art gallery in Florence, to return the painting and was then promptly arrested. The painting was returned to the Louvre shortly after. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Which theft do you think was the greatest of them all? Let us know in the comment section below, and also hit that bell for all the notifications so that way you'll be able to see the next video that comes out upon this channel. See you guys next time.